So driving back from the airport after the IMN conference, of course IMN every 6 months has an institutional SFR conference. The big takeaway this time, and there always is, it's a benchmarking conference of where the industry is and how the progress is going in the development of it. And this time what struck me is that virtually all the really meaningful conversations I had center around this idea that everybody's creating economic activity outside of their core business. Everyone's looking for ways to monetize the byproduct of what their business is doing. Like they're mining for gold and they're finding a ton of silver and bronze and copper, and they're looking for people that can take that off their hands and do something with it. So folks that are generating off-market properties for sale, generating excess listing opportunities in a market where there's no listings. Go ask any realtor. Oh, the market's tight, no inventory, except that we've got clients, partners that are creating excess inventory, looking for a way to monetize that. People who are generating buyer activity and excess buyer activity. I mean, we're in a great spot because we can match these things up, right? We're a brokerage company, an online portal, all built on top of a property management company. So we can help all kinds of people do all kinds of things, but they can also help us. So that was very interesting. It was also interesting that the biggest firms in SFR did not send big contingents there. So it was really characterized by the investors that own, you know, I moderated one of the larger panels. It was great, big audience, 300 or 400 people in the audience. I asked how many of you are in that entrepreneurial class of 25 to 250. Half the hands went up. Then I said, who's between 250 and 1,000 or aspires to be that? You know, most of the rest of the other half hands went up. So the professional SFR investor is definitely a force to be reckoned with, and the professional services in SFR that were designed for the biggest players are all now packaged and presented to the medium-sized players, and at least in our case, to the smallest investors also. So it's really going well. If you're somebody who's interested in being part of this, contact us. We've got a lot of roles that we're filling in this company. We're growing really fast, and I know a lot of people in other parts of the industry who are growing really fast and need talent. So I'd be happy to help you find your way into this thing. It's a massive part of the real estate economy, and there's no professional services in it. All right? $24 billion a year in revenue are generated by the 1 million home purchases that take place in SFR every year. There's room for you. Anyway, and for people that are worried about me driving and doing this video, I'm not looking at the camera. Okay, so this is no different than me talking to my wife in the car, with the exception of the fact that nobody's interrupted me. Anyway, thanks for watching.